Hey there! Today I wanted to talk to you about something really cool because once you understand this concept, you're going to be able to start seeing the results of your business go up, and you should be able to see a direct, very God dang it. Hey there! Today's vlog post is going to be about something that you can use right away to start seeing better monetary results in your business. And it's going to make a lot of sense for you, but sometimes it's the simple things that go right over our heads. We're so busy thinking about how something has to be complicated to work for us that we don't even get some of the easiest principles. So this thing we're going to talk about is called the law of income. Now, I bet you want to know what 3 things you can focus on that's going to help you get better financial results for your business. Wouldn't ya? Okay, let's talk about it. The first thing that really helps dictate how much income you're able to bring in to your business is the need for what you do. How much demand is there? It's that basic supply and demand scenario. And obviously we know that the more demand there is, the higher price you can charge for your services or your product. And how do you get that demand? How do you increase the demand? Well, that brings us into the second thing that you can do or know, and that is your ability to fill the need or your ability to do it. So whatever you're trying to sell in the marketplace, there's probably a need for it. You may not be targeting the right target audience because especially if you're marketing online, you can find, and for just about anything, a market. I mean, you could be so specialized that there's almost enough, but there's still going to be usually enough of a target audience to support whatever you want to sell once you're able to let that target audience know and start to realize that you have value to exchange for their attention. So whatever it is you have a passion for, whatever it is you're trying to center your business around selling, most likely that one's taken care of. So you can cross that one off the list. Now the law of income has 3 things. So we crossed off that there's a demand for what you have to sell. The second thing we need to dive into a little bit more, and is the ability for you to fill that demand, or your ability to do that thing that you want to be known for. And a good way to think about this that is really easy to grasp is think about doctors. There's a lot of different kinds of doctors, aren't there? There's tons of them. There's a general practitioner who doesn't really specialize in anything. When you go to your general practitioner or your family doctor, what do they normally do? They know a little about a lot of things. And if you have something more challenging, then they usually have to refer you to a specialist, don't they? And then that specialist has had the initial training that your regular doctor has had, but then they've gone on to have some more advanced training in some kind of specialist, whether that's cardiac care or kidney care or brain surgery, whatever it is. They've had to become more knowledgeable in a certain area, and now they're a specialist in that area. So of course the bill for those services are going to go up, right? Because there's fewer people that can do that type of work. You can't just go to anybody for brain surgery, but it's pretty easy to find a family practitioner, right? So that's pretty easy to understand. So when it relates to your type of business, whatever it is you're trying to sell, whether you're trying to sell, maybe you're love fishing and your business centers around doing tours to the best fishing holes, and you need to know where those are. And if people are booking you to take them out to show them where the best fishing holes are, or maybe you're going to show a group of hunters where the best place is to get that best game that they've been looking for, or maybe you are a golf specialist and they want to improve their golf swing, and they come to you and you charge them some money and they don't get any better. Well, the word's going to get around that you're not that good, and the guy down the block who's your competitor is really good, and after a while that person's going to have a waiting list to get their golf lessons, and you're going to be struggling to fill your schedule. And you can plug any scenario into that. If you're a specialist, you're not going to be able to keep up with demand as soon as people realize that you're a specialist. And that's another video, getting out that you're a specialist. How do you become a specialist, though? That's the thing. Well, you become a specialist by becoming a student of whatever it is that you want to be a specialist in. What do you want to be known for? A lot of times I think we try to become jack of all trades, master of none. You've heard that, right? And that's really true in the online marketing industry, and I think we all kind of experience that. We keep hearing that we should know Twitter. We should concentrate on Facebook. No, it's Instagram. Oh my gosh, it's Periscope, and every 2 seconds there's something new coming up, and there's a new webinar, and the webinar says, oh, they got 20 leads over here. Let's go over here and learn how they got those 20 leads. Oh, wow, no, I got 40 leads doing this. Maybe you should do paid traffic. Maybe you should do free social media strategies. And it's so overwhelming. It's that shiny object. So what happens? We try to bounce around, but that doesn't serve us very well, does it? Because we are maybe getting 1 or 2 leads from a method here and there, but we're never able to capitalize on that. What I encourage you to do if you've been struggling to get leads in your business is, and you're in the, let's just make sure we're on the same page here, and you're in the marketing space. You're trying to become a better marketer and be known for marketing, or maybe you just want to become a better marketer because you need to grow your MLM or your affiliate program, and so you need to sell. It's going to be a little bit different than if you're trying to market yourself as an author or golf specialist or a top fisherman or something like that. We'll talk about that in a second. Excuse me, my allergies are just bothering me today. So if you are an online marketer, network marketer, you want to be known for some specialty in the marketing realm. Rather than get overwhelmed and frustrated because you keep going to all these webinars and they keep trying to teach you something new, and a lot of it's over your head, or it's overwhelming, or you feel like you just don't have enough time to actually do the activities that are going to grow your business because you're too busy in study mode. And it takes a lot of effort to become a specialist, doesn't it? You can't just go on one webinar, learn a technique, and then just go do that technique and have a lot of success most of the time. You have to study a while and practice your craft, and then you get good at it, or you make some tweaks and you start getting your own knowledge as trial and error, and eventually you do become quite good at it. And then of course you practice some more and you get better and better. The challenge is blocking out all the other noise so you can become a specialist. You don't need to know everything about marketing to be a successful marketer. If you're an expert at Pinterest or Facebook marketing, if you're an expert at Instagram, 1 or 2 things that being really good at them, if you want to become an expert at traffic, generating traffic, that's great. But you can't learn all the traffic secrets and techniques at once. It's just not going to happen. It's going to take you years, and things are always constantly changing. So rather than overwhelm yourself, become a specialist at one of them, and then ignore the rest of the training. And when you hear a training come up about that one item or those 1 or 2 items, then I encourage you to jump on that and buy products and learn things just about that and practice them and get good at it, and then share your results. If you want to start becoming known for that, you gotta let people know, hey, I did this on Instagram, I did this on YouTube, and look at the result I got. I did this on X platform, and look at the result I got. And people will start noticing after a while. So that's something you can do to become a specialist. Now, the third thing, it kind of goes with the second thing, and that was the difficulty of replacing you. The more difficult it is to replace you, the more you're going to be able to charge for your services. If you get really, really good at something, you're going to be known for that thing. In my industry, in the online marketing industry, in the marketing industry, there are certain people that are known for certain things. Ray Higdon, for example, is known for blogging, isn't he? And he's become so well known for blogging that people seek him out to talk about blogging. And there's certain people around our industry that are known for certain things. So you don't need to be known, and that doesn't mean that you can't know other things. You just are known as an expert in one or two things. Then you still, just from being in the industry, start acquiring a bunch of other knowledge. But you want to get those regular leads coming in, and you can use one or two things of being a specialist in those things to start producing real results in your business. I know one gentleman who is really good on YouTube, and he's completely grown a actually it might be 7 now, I'm not sure, but it's definitely over 6-figure income just using YouTube videos and getting really good at YouTube. And then he went out and branched into building his own product around YouTube and selling that and selling his coaching. So when you become really specialized, it can lead to wonderful things like creating your own product and being able to sell that, being able to sell coaching to teach people how to do what you do. And when you can help people get results, that helps elevate you to a higher status. And it's just a win-win-win-win. So to sum up what we're talking about here with the law of income, you want to have a demand for something that you're selling. And most of the time that's taken care of, unless you're really trying to go very, very, very narrow on what you're trying to become, what you want to sell. Don't become narrow. You're not selling don't try to sell your product. I'm an affiliate marketer. I have a lot of products I can sell. That's not what you want to be known for. You don't want to be known for someone who sells X product or someone that sells Y product. That's not, you need to brand yourself. So don't brand a company product. There's all kinds of people selling that product, and that's not going to help you. Rather, become known for someone who is really good at helping other people get a result in X. Get a result by doing Y. Okay? That's going to help you brand yourself. Your personality will come in, that you're a really good trainer on video. Maybe you want to teach someone something and you're really good at breaking it down to such small details that people can follow it along, whereas other people might go a little bit too fast. They might skip over some key details when they're training, and that really hangs people up. They get frustrated with their products and they don't buy them anymore. When they stumble across you, you're really specific. Get down, don't leave anybody behind mentality. And they start gravitating toward you because you actually help them get a result. So really think about what you want to be able to teach people, how you want to be able to teach it, and people will start seeking you out for knowledge. They'll see that you're starting to get results, and people want results, and they're going to gravitate toward you, okay? And the third thing, again, kind of goes with the second one. So you notice everything's going back to the second one. So when you become a specialist, you're going to become known for that thing, and people are going to seek you out. It's going to be more difficult to replace you, which was number 3. How difficult is it going to be to replace you? The more specialized you are, the more difficult it's going to be to replace you. Going back to that example with the doctors, brain surgery, there's only going to be so many people in the world that are really, really good at brain surgery. And then usually within a specialty like that, there's even more specialized options that maybe they're a brain surgeon who specializes in a type of situation within brain surgery. You know, tumors that are wrapped around a certain place, or excuse me, surgery to help Parkinson's disease. You see what I mean? They're not only a brain surgeon, they're even more specialized. So if you have Parkinson's disease, you're going to want the very best surgeon who has the best track record for helping people with that. So you're going to seek that out. Of course, there's going to be very few options, which gives the demand. Your waiting list is going to get longer and longer. So I think you understand, and I want you to start rethinking, how are you branding yourself and your business? Are you just focusing on selling a product or a service that you're an affiliate for, rather than branding yourself and what you can provide to the marketplace? You need to stand out. You are unique. You're like a snowflake. You're like a fingerprint. You have a certain way of taking in knowledge and a certain way of putting that knowledge back out into the marketplace. And in that, there's going to be a certain group of your target audience that are going to really resonate with how you're doing that. So the only things you have to concern yourself with are getting better at whatever you've decided to get focused in on, being consistent, because you can't start showing up to your target market, then all of a sudden you're gone for 6 months and then you show up again. Yes, you can build a business that wraps around your life and showcase that, and that's great. But that doesn't mean you can fall off for 6 months, or a week even, or 3 weeks, especially in the building phase, okay? So consistent action, showing that you are becoming a specialist in a certain area, and just being present and helping people get a result. Those are things that are going to help you take your business to the next level. As we move into 2016, I want it to be a banner year for you. So please comment down below if this makes sense for you. Also, please feel free to leave me a comment with a question, because I love to reply to that. And I want to hear from you. How is this working for you? So if you think this is valuable content, I would appreciate you hitting a like button or a share button and sharing it on your favorite social media. And I'll be back shortly with another value-based blog post that you can use to grow your business as we move into 2016 and beyond. So take care, and thanks a lot for being here with me today. I appreciate it.